A letter to the California Democratic voters. It is time for the California Democratic voters to wake up. We, the people, cannot afford you to be asleep anymore and take the rest of California to the slaughter machine. I have been living in California since July of 1994 during Clinton's time, before every household has a computer. It is a very difficult message to break to you because I know, and we all know, that California is the Democrat Party's stronghold. It is a very difficult message to break to you because the mottos the Democrat Party rides on are so beautiful that they are hard to part ways with, making us less of a human being. With all the bills and policies the Democrat Party propelled for the past 2 decades, they are none other than adding taxes and issuing bonds to improve something, but nothing gets improved. Increasing minimum wages, but causing companies to switch to machines and automation and cut labor hours. Everyone makes less, has to juggle and commute among part-time jobs. As a result, working longer hours, making less money, getting less benefits, on top of living costs skyrocketing, causing lands and houses more expensive and scarce, so they only ends up in the hands of the billionaire and oligarchs, making housing displacements even worse, dividing us by sex, gender, skin color, sexual orientation, you name it, and have us fight amongst ourselves instead of coexist as a human race. All their policies are to make us poorer, more powerless, and put us on a tighter leash. How long does it take for you to wake up to the fact that they work for neither you nor I, nor the underprivileged, nor everyday people? How many more groups within the underprivileged can the Democrat Party continue to dissect and extract? How much longer does the spell of moral kidnapping last before it breaks? Relating with the minorities makes us feel more moral, but what is next? Beating up the lesser minority? When the Democrat Party says, tax the rich, the top level of the rich are immune to any tax law because they have the ability to change the attributes of their wealth and turn them into companies' capital or foundation trusts. When the rich people pay taxes, more likely than not, it is because they want to be taxed, rather than the Democrat Party gets them for you. On the other hand, your immediate employers are taxed to the death of their businesses, thus you lose your jobs. When the Democrat Party says, control the rent, every time these laws are passed, the rent will soar without fail. Also, it makes the landlords more scrutinous to choose tenants. At the end, it is always the tenants who suffer. That is why, no matter how many bonds are issued or taxes raised, homelessness not only is not solved, but worsens and has no sign to alleviate. When the Democrat Party says, help the minority, I used to like the idea of affirmative action. I agree that the minority needs more care, resources, and building up, especially the Black community. But it is not the case with the Democrat Party at all. They just give free passes to one group and take away opportunities of those who work very hard for and deserve, and create unfairness, animosities, and distrust among different racial groups, making the beneficiary of the affirmative action less equipped, less capable, and more entitled, further robbing them from their equality and true potentials. Time and time, the Black people who successfully work against the odds from the systemic oppression are gradually and eventually becoming the conservatives and Republicans. All the social justice that the Democrat Party claims to defend are slogans only. They ride on these slogans to beat their political opponents up, all that they claim they do the opposites. Our legislature in Sacramento has been 75% blue for the past 4 years. The Democrat Party can pass any law unchecked, even with half of them being absent. To what point are we willing to accept that they don't have our best interests? To what point are we willing to realize that they got the best of our soft spots, kindness, empathy, and use them against us? To what point are we willing to see that they use our favorite ideologies to write laws against us? If what I said here today ring any bell in you, that you know I'm not lying and you agree that you have experienced the same. Being taken advantage of by the Democrat Party, whichever race you are. Please share my video with your left side voter friends with your first-hand experience in California, and tell them to vote differently this time. If you have already voted the Democrat Party, you can rectify it by sharing my video with 2 of your friends who have not voted to vote out the Democrat Party in 2024. Thank you.